Dear learners, in this video, we are going to discuss about reproduction of earthworm. As we previously discussed, earthworms are hermaphrodite which contain both testes and ovaries in the same species. Earthworms that have reached sexual maturity can be identified by a thickening of clitellum which is present in the first third of worm's body. The male sex organ of one earthworm is typically entwined with the female sex organ of the other. So when two earthworms mate, each earthworm will exchange sperms, resulting in both worms having impregnated with the other sperm. The clitellum glides backward in the majority of earthworm species, and the spermatozoa pass via the seminal groove to enter the partner spermathesia pore. Earthworm produce a mucus substance that flow from the clitellum to head during the exterior process of cocoon creation. Earthworm embryo develop in nutritive albinous fluid that is preceded by the glitella gland cells and gametes in the cocoons. This cocoon gradually slides towards the head of the worms. When the cocoon passes over the 14th ring, some eggs are deposited. These eggs are then fertilized as the 9th and 10th segment pass by the sperm of the other worm. It takes about 2 weeks for the baby earthworm to become juveniles. The earthworms start to grow larger and the skin start to thicken. The length of time it takes any earthworm to go from cocoon to adult can vary based on the species, temperature, moisture, and other environmental conditions. Most composting worms complete the life cycle in about 90 days. When an earthworm reaches adulthood, it has fully developed sex organs and it is able to mate. The thick band around the adult's body, which is called a clitellum, will secrete new cocoons, starting the life cycle all over again. The earthworm Lubricus terrestri, which is called a common earthworm, mates once in a year. There are 4 stages of earthworm life cycle. First one is egg. This is otherwise called cocoon, baby, juvenile, and adult. The young worm grow rapidly and are ready to reproduce in about 1 month. Depending on growing condition, worms may take up to 6 months to attain full size. This slide shows the different stages of life cycle of earthworm, which is starting from the cocoon to juvenile state. It is taking about 15 days for the incubation period. And from the juvenile to non-clitellate state, it is called growth phase 1 and it takes up to 15 days. From the non-clitellate to clitellate state, which is called growth phase 2, it takes about 17 days. From the clitellate state to mating state, which is called reproduction period, when the earthworm reaches the sexual maturity, it is observed using the clitellum. From the mating to cocoon formation, it takes about 10 days. Again, the life cycle will vary from the species to species and depending on the temperature, pH, nutrient level, and the environmental condition. Thank you for watching.